Good morning. Welcome to motorcycle update number 3. Today is homemade battery box construction. I'm currently trying to get all the dimensions correct. I think I'm just about there. I've changed a couple things at the front. This all looks good. There's gonna be some extra here to trim off, that's fine. But I have my template made out of cardboard. This is the way to do it. Test fit and then create your template from, so that you don't waste a pile of sheet metal. I bought a relatively generous amount of 24 gauge and 18 gauge sheet metal. I'm gonna make the battery box out of 24 because it'll be a little easier to cut. I also bought 2 feet by 4 feet because I anticipate screwing this up 4 times probably. We'll waste the least amount of material. Bend. All right. Let's give it a try. Not bad. And now just a little bit of crude bending, and we see how we did. You wouldn't sell it, but you'd maybe run it yourself. I'm actually pretty satisfied with this. This will go in here. Fits not bad, nice. It'll get welded together and cleaned up, but that is the battery tray. Done and dusted. Pretty good for a cardboard template, and quickly cutting it out with a new set of tin snips. Now, our main story for tonight involves a friend of mine's Orbea and its neglected, sad life of being ridden just about every day without a whole lot of thought into keeping it going, into its longevity, if you will. We're gonna bring it back to life. I'm gonna go pick Jeff up. We're gonna get his bike. We're gonna look at it. I'm gonna determine what it needs. I'm also kind of like interested in maybe throwing a shorter stem on it because the bike is too big for him. So, Orbea, what is this thing? Avant? It's from like the Sport Check area around here. Any other place in the world would sell this at a bike shop at the time, but it's like, what is this, like a 2015? That's Jeff, by the way. Yeah, 2015. I've actually had this bike on the channel before when we put this bar tape on. Jeff tried to get me ready for like, you know, an abomination of a bike. I look at it and I'm like, well, you need a chain and a cassette. Your rear tire's flat. That's kind of it. Hardly an abomination of a bike that's been ridden a lot. It just needs a couple things. So next time, Jeff, be a little easier on yourself.
I'll try.
We should clean it. Well, I put these tires on.
You did?
Whoa. That was forever ago.
That was a long time ago.
I'm gonna put it in the stand. I'm gonna take the wheels off. I'm gonna get you to like do a really good deep clean on the wheels. And I'll do the derailleur and stuff. And then after, it's going to ride a million times better. That bottom bracket looks brand new now. These are the biggest 28C tires I think you can get. Continental Grand Sport races, and they might not fit. Rubs a lot. Like a lot. Man, these tires are huge. How can they be?
Like you're not going anywhere.
No. Like.
You know that all day or all night.
Line the logo up, valve hole. Don't install the tire all the way, because as long as I like to have this lined up with the valve hole, so that if you're looking for the valve, you can just look for the logo.
Smart.
Dan says that's wiener stuff. Now pump it up just to give it some shape. Go like this. Now get the tire over it. This tan line on your head is insane.
Now I feel like I'm at an impasse.
There you go. Yeah. See? You just gotta get the feel of it.
That was very, very satisfying.
You never done that before?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, I think we're okay. I think we're laughing, actually. We've been here for like 4 hours because Jeff and I are really bad for talking. And we've literally put 2 tires on, and that is it. Cassette and chain.
Or they just go on no matter what kind of thing. Why can't I tell the difference? Couldn't you just like...
I think it probably goes here.
Jesus.
There we go. Okay. I didn't think you'd have such a hard time with that. So next up is a stem. The stem that's on this bike is like 120 mils. I believe I've got a couple 70 mils. This one. This is never going to be an aggressive like riding. Well, I've gotta say for sure, that went way better than I expected it to. I tend to underestimate the condition that people typically describe to me because I don't take particularly great care of any of my stuff, and I figure if anyone's riding anything as clapped out as I am, it's nothing we can't handle with what is in here. And thankfully, Jeff, I know you're watching this, yours was nowhere near the condition that I put my stuff in. I think in your case, a little bit of fear and uncertainty of how bad things really worked in your favor because there wasn't a whole lot to do. Okay, the plan for tomorrow and the weekend is to head to New Brunswick, hopefully not get stuck there like last time, with this bike, the 20-inch bike, you know, the 20-inch, and do a little bit with this thing tomorrow, a little bit with the 20-inch wheel bike tomorrow as well. We're gonna go watch some drag racing Saturday. You know how I always talk about my friend Dave's Golf that has like 800 horsepower? Well, he's racing this weekend in Miramichi, and I'd like to go watch it a little bit. So probably Sunday's upload. If you're not into that, just skip it. Just skip it.